When you end the ego, you will finally have the courage to run full steam towards your goals. You will finally have the motivation, the discipline, the resilience, the resourcefulness to pursue your purpose, to honor your calling. When you end your ego, your fears, your doubts will no longer influence what you do or don't do. And you will finally be operating as the one infinite creator that you are. How do we end the ego? I think the best way to proceed with the process of dissolving and ending your ego is we must first become aware of what your ego is. Your ego is a concept that you have created. It's not real. And the way that we can prove that your ego is not real is by the fact that your ego comes and goes. It appears, it disappears. One day it's this way, the other day it's this other way. Some days it's never even there. And because of that, we know it's just a concept that we have created. It's not real because that which is real is always present. Everything else is an illusion. The things that appear and then aren't there one day are illusions. You, the real you, the one infinite creator that you are, this is a fact because you are always creating your experience. You are never not creating your experience. This is real because it is always present. Always present. And everything inside of that experience comes and goes. But the generator of the experience, it's always running. It's always happening. And when you become aware of the fact that your ego is simply a concept, you can still use it to empower yourself and to set yourself up for success by reprogramming your mind to have really empowering self-talk, really positive self-talk, and you really believe yourself to be this freaking badass. That's all great, that's all amazing. That's still your ego. And at some point it's going to limit you. And when it does limit you, having the discernment of, oh my goodness, I'm bigger than what I even think myself to be, will give you the strength, the courage to run full steam towards your goals. And you no longer let doubt and fear and, oh my goodness, I can't do this, I don't know what to do. You no longer let that talk, that feeling, that experience prevent you from being the badass that you are, for no better way of putting it than that. Now, the reason I want to share this concept with you is because there's so many people out there who have massive goals, massive dreams and desires, and they know what their purpose is, they know what their calling is, but for some reason they've attached themselves to this ego. They've attached themselves to this concept that they have created. I can only do this because of my past. I can only do that because of my past. I can only do this because of the books that tell me what I'm capable of. And it limits them. It prevents them from truly creating the life that they really want. And we must let that go for the sake of being our true selves, the one infinite creator. I encourage you to ask yourself the question, if I saw myself 100% the way the one infinite creator sees me, what would change about my life? And just ponder that, reflect on it, see what comes up. If I knew I was limitless, boundless, resourceful to no end, what would I pursue? You would probably go full steam towards your goal, even if the money's not in the right place, or the jobs, the relationships, all of these things that our ego is telling us is limiting. You'd let all of that go, and you will finally be operating as the one infinite creator that you are. There's not two of you. There's not the ego and then the real you. The ego is operating inside of the real you. There's only the real you, though. I know this is a bit heady, it's a bit advanced, if you will, but I share this video to encourage you, to inspire you, to not let your self-talk get in the way of what you want, to not let your self-concept get in the way of going all in on yourself. I remember back in the day, whenever I was working full-time for a gym, I knew I wanted to go full-time on my own business, but this concept that I created for myself told me like, I can't really do it. And I spent 4 years just fighting that. And then eventually I was like, enough is enough. I'm bigger than this. Regardless of my fears, I'm going to go all in. I'm going to hire a coach. I'm going to invest my time, my money, my resources in myself, because this is the life that I want to create. And if you are ready, my dear friend, to go all in on yourself, to not let fear, doubt, worries prevent you from living your best life, then I really want to encourage you to apply, to be a part of the Spiritual Gym Mastermind. Together we are creating an epic conscious community of people who are letting go of the matrix, who are letting go of the fears and the doubts, and who are going all in on themselves so that they can increase their income, they can increase their impact, and so that they can create their best life ever. If you're interested in that, just go ahead and apply down below. There's a few spots open right now. But with that being said, I think it's time to wrap up this video and simply remind you one last time that you can have whatever you are willing to be, that you can experience whatever you are willing to give yourself. Please subscribe to the channel. Please share this video with a friend. My name's Drew. I'll talk to you later.